Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you our 2012 NFL Draft Grades Special. We're looking at the New Orleans Saints. So let's take a look back at their draft selections to see how well they did this past April.
As a result of not having a first-round pick or a second-round pick, the Saints couldn't draft for impact. They had to draft for depth, and that's what these selections are. These are depth selections, address a lot of their needs depth-wise. So let's look at what I like most about the Saints draft. I have to start with wide receiver Nick Toon out of Wisconsin. I like the way he has body control. He catches everything with his hands. And you look at him and you want to compare him to a bigger, stronger version of Lance Moore. And the Saints utilize depth in their receiving core. They go 4 or 5 deep, and you get this guy matched up against another team's 4th or 5th corner, and that's an advantage for the Saints. So Nick Toon would play a huge role in the Saints passing game. The Saints also had depth issues on the offensive line. That's why I like the last 2 selections, Andrew Tiller and Marcel Jones. Both guys are going to come in and provide excellent depth on that offensive line, something that was a sore spot last season for the Saints. Now, what I didn't like about the Saints draft, you look at 3rd round pick Akeem Hicks out of Regina. He's too raw for me to pick him in the 3rd round. I would have went with a tight end pick to go opposite of Jimmy Graham. Hicks plays way too high, and if you play high in the NFL with those athletic guards and tackles, they will get in your chest and drive block you down the field. If he can improve his pad level, he does have the athleticism, he does have the closing speed to the football, but right now he plays entirely too high to warrant a 3rd round selection. An undrafted free agent that could surprise and make the roster for the New Orleans Saints. I look at defensive back LaRon Scott out of Georgia Southern. This guy has tremendous speed. You see right here against Alabama, he can help you out in a return game. And the Saints need depth in the secondary. And this is, again, another situation where a guy that can provide depth could actually make the roster. Final grade for the New Orleans Saints, I have to give him a C for this draft. Without a 1st or 2nd round pick, it's hard to get an impact guy, so you have to really hit a home run with your 3rd round pick. And I know we can't say right now this pick is a home run or a foul, but you have to look at the way the guy plays. There were better players at his position at that spot. So I think right there the Saints drop down, but I do like the Nick Toon pick in an offensive line that will prove to be huge for New Orleans. Want to give a huge shout out to these Saints fan forums for showing Football Game Plan support.